It's time to start thinking about sending kids back to school. And while it's an exciting time, it can also be filled with challenges. But award-winning author Julia Kolouch has written a new children's book that helps kids see possibilities where others see problems. It's called The Adventures of Mrs. Crockess and Ivy. No pockets, no problem. And she joins me now with a sneak preview. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, this is a really fun book, but give us a little synopsis of what happens to Mrs. Crockess, who is the family dog, and Ivy.
Well, she and Ivy are best friends, and they run into a very relatable problem right off the bat, which is they have all these things that they need to take somewhere and nowhere to put it, so no pockets. And so what they do is they just start looking around, like what could we do instead? And they come up with various ideas. Some of them work, some of them don't, but they persevere through it, and in the end, all is well.
Yeah, this story is such a great illustration of creative thinking. So, I mean, which is such a valuable skill to develop, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's, without creative thinking, we don't, if we don't give children the opportunity to do so, then we don't get to discover what it is that they really want to know or need to know, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a foundational skill.
What do you hope kids take away from the book?
I hope that they can see that, one, you can always lean on a friend if needed, right, to get through any obstacle. And then also that as long as you persevere, try new things, that it all will work out. So I just want them to see it as not having barriers, but opportunities.
Got it. You are also an award-winning educator. So what are some ways parents and teachers can encourage independent thinking?
I think one of the biggest and probably the hardest is, as the adults in children's lives, is to pause. See, it was hard, wasn't it? Pause and then pivot and then let the child persevere. So we tend to want to jump in, right, and make a comment or fix it for the child. So for me, that is the biggest one, is to allow it. It's okay. They'll be all right.
Yeah. I don't like the silences, but I get what you're saying. Okay, you are in Portland for a landmark children's literacy event happening this Saturday. Tell us about it.
Yes, yes. So I'm participating in a wonderful event called the building a culture of reading in your classroom, and it'll be held on Saturday at the Barnes & Noble at Clackamas Town Center. And in the morning hours, roughly 11 to 1, we will have myself, several other up-and-coming authors, as well as David Newell, the beloved Mr. McFeely from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and Tony Bettino Sr., who is the Emmy Award-winning co-founder of Reading Rainbow.
Wow.
So in addition, for local fans, Erin Nels Stenke will also be there. And so we'll be signing books and reading books and inviting families and children and teachers to join us. In the afternoon, there are more things.
Yeah, you are inviting educators to come and then also get in touch with you. So how can they schedule a visit?
Well, with myself, that would be just go to my website, juliakolouchbooks.com, and ask me for a date, and I'll be happy to come and do any author visits, schools, libraries.
Yeah. What are some common questions that pop up from educators or maybe from parents when they come to your events and say, hey, I'm having a problem with this specifically getting through to my child? What's kind of some of the most common feedback you hear?
I think most of what I hear, and it comes from educators and parents, is anxiety, that their children experience a great deal of anxiety. And anxiety is on the rise with younger and younger children. And so the book helps me help them have conversations with children about what we do when we do feel anxious. So I think from my perspective anyway, that tends to be the biggest question that's asked. And there is no perfect answer. We just have to, persevere.
Yeah, I know. And books are such a great way to get that message across.
Absolutely.
As a parent, maybe you don't feel like you have the right words for it, but the books are there to help out.
Absolutely.
And especially yours. So let's show the details of the visit one more time. Again, on Saturday, a whole day of activities for educators and parents and kids. And of course, you can pick up a copy of Julia's book and check out her website there on your screen. Thank you so much for coming, and have a great time on Saturday.
Appreciate it.